I was never introduced to movies growing up or TV or anything. It was just like this Cartoon Network was the only channel that I watched. And I remember my parents are doctors. So they always used to be out for night duties or conference and surgeries. And I kind of grew up with my grandfather and my grandmother. So I remember one evening my grandmother was watching on Shaniwar ki raat Amitabh ke saath, sab TV pe tabhi aate the. So she was watching Do Anjane because of Utpal Datta sir. And I didn't really know what filmmaking is, right? I'd never had seen like a full film until that point. So I was studying and I looked at this whole thing, beach mein, and then I saw Amitabh Bachchan dies. How does he come back again? Like, did he die? Did he not die? Like, it was just messing with my mind, you know? And so the next day I started watching, like rewatched it because they used to repeat telecast. Good days of TV. And I kept on thinking, who is this man, first of all? How did they put, one thing after the other? So what is the story? What are scenes? I didn't know anything. So that one movie made me like a fanatic of this guy named Amitabh Bachchan, this legend. So I didn't understand the value at that point. So I used to go and buy Parker pen, because he used to do Parker pen. I never used to cut them because I felt, he's going to get hurt. I used to go and buy Pepsi ka cartons so that I could get like a big poster. So aise karte I 11th October again, like I was very happy that we are born in the same month. So I used to write letters to him.
Birthday?
October 24th. And he's 11th of October. But I then somehow found this address, Pratiksha ka and Jalsa ka, and I started writing letters to him. And for all you know, within a month, I got back a letter from him.
Oh, really? How sweet. I didn't know you did that.
Oh, and it was handwritten. So sabhi aise chirate the ki, he didn't write it. And I'm like, okay, I don't care. It came from his address.
Exactly.
So don't burst my bubble, So that went on for 7 years. Yeah. And I used to always be like glued to the television on his birthday. And I used to see that the journalists are the only ones who could reach close to him. So I thought that I'll be a journalist. I see, like economist ho gaya, but I still had my love for economics. So I was such an idiot. I did apply to this one college, which is Sri Shikshayatan, because they gave journalism, mass communication as honors and economics as one of the past subjects. So, and that was the only college that I applied to. So if I didn't get into it, I would be done. For everything. And my parents
I didn't apply for any colleges because I wanted to be a pilot.
There you go. See, and it's like, I didn't even know what I was doing at that point, right? And my parents didn't know about all of it. My father was thinking, she'll go to London School of Economics, bahut kuch. Journalism. And then I got into the first list. And so I'm like, ab kya kare? So I went and I made some friends. And I made... I kind of like started having a chit-chat session with their parents. And I said, I'll bring my mother. Can you please like convince them that I really want to be in this college? Like I love it and all.
But I think the main goal behind...
To reach Bachchan. And my parents came and then वो बहुत लंबा एक किस्सा चला कि हाँ journalism करेगी, like इसके बाद क्या, blah blah blah. And finally, I got into it. And long story short, this whole letter writing session kept on happening. Long story short, on his birthday, 2011, I used to also write on his blog. So he invited a couple of, he calls them extended family members, whoever writes on his blog. And so he called, I think, 6 or 7 of us. And I happened to be one of them.
Oh, wow. So you actually... met him, and he was the one who called you.
So I remember the first time I met him, like he was swamped by everybody. It was his birthday. And I, for the longest time, was like, is he for real? Is that man like really sitting there? So jab we sat and he was interacting with everybody, and I was the youngest in that group. And I was sitting on the floor next to him. And I was just like looking at him. I was like, what is this person, And then sab ke baad, he looked at me and he's like, okay, young lady, what's your story? So I just said, I have one question for you. Did you write those letters? And he's like, were they handwritten? And I'm like, yeah. And then he's like, of course I wrote them. I'm like, okay, done, bye. And then I took pictures.
That's all I wanted to know.
Uski baad, when I graduated, when I was about to graduate, my final year was a specialization in documentary filmmaking.
Okay.
So I wanted to do a documentary because that's the time when the Assam gang rape happened outside a bar.
Yes.
And it used to affect me. Social media was very booming at that point, and it used to affect me that, anytime an incident happens, you just like project your anger for a certain amount of time, and then you just forget. But you, in a way, are kind of re-traumatizing the victim, for lack of a better choice of word. Exactly. So it always used to bother me. So I wanted to do a documentary called Women Preyed and Preyed Upon. Like in India, when we pray to goddesses, why do we prey upon women?
Yes.
But for understandable reasons, the college didn't want me to do that because it was very controversial. So I ended up doing something else. After that, I remember one time on Twitter, another situation happened and somebody commented, and I wrote something, and there was this one journalist, I keep forgetting her name, and she said, "You are a woman, what are you doing about it?" And that kind of hit somewhere. So I was like, I'm going to make this documentary. And it was just me, my best friend, my father, and I wanted to show from female feticide to the end of the cycle, and I also wanted to show different groups of the society. Like, no matter you become famous, you are still going to be preyed upon. Exactly. So we had celebrities, we had real life victims from Kolkata and all over India. And that's where we reached out to everybody in Kolkata initially. But because I had not done anything before that, so nobody was like very interested in becoming a part of it, which is also so controversial. So they all said no. And we were like, okay, scrap the idea of celebrities. But then I went to KBC. And that year, KBC was doing acid attack victim special.
Okay.
So after the show, I had this heart-shaped cushion with my picture with Bachchan sir and that stupid fanatic girl. And he saw that cushion and he came running toward it. And after that, my best friend went up to him and said that, she's making this documentary. She would love for you to be a part of it. So he just said, ask her to send me a synopsis. So I said, as a pay cry, we just wanted you out of the way. So he said that. But she submitted, and within 10 days, he gave a phone call, I want to be a part of it.
Oh, wow. So you actually
my first professional work was with
Amitabh Bachchan.
And he became a huge part of the documentary. 15 minutes ka tha, wo 45 minutes ho gaya, and then he was the director's voice in the documentary. It was done in 3-act structure. And he had those questions, he was the one who asked those questions. And then came in Shyam Benegal sir, and then everybody opened up and everybody started, because he had written an entire blog on me.
Wow.